There are a number of ways to establish the health of a freshwater waterway. Freshwater waterways consist of wetlands, rivers, creeks, lakes, and ponds. Today, we will be testing the water that flows into Burpengary Creek. Burpengary Creek begins at a height of 340 metres above sea level in the Diagula Ranges and flows into Deception Bay just south of the mouth of Caboolture River. On your visit to Creek, you will conduct tests on water that flows into Burpengary Creek using physical, chemical, and biological testing methods. To assess the physical condition of the waterway, we use things like water colour, depth, velocity, which is the speed of which the water is flowing, the amount of debris in the water, how turbulent the water is, the amount of shade cover, and stability of the banks. You'll record this on a water quality data record sheet. The next way to monitor water quality is chemical analysis by checking for oxygen levels, temperature, salinity, pH, and turbidity. To do this, we use an instrument called the Hariba, which has multiple sensors and takes multiple readings in the space of about 30 seconds. This will also be recorded on your water quality data record sheet. Next, we will monitor the amount of biological organisms that live in a freshwater ecosystem. These consist of bacteria, algae, plants, fish, amphibians, and macroinvertebrates. Macroinvertebrates are little animals or bugs that don't have backbones and live in just about every freshwater ecosystem in the world. If you find a freshwater ecosystem without them, it's pretty likely that something is seriously wrong with your water. Macroinvertebrates can be put into different categories depending on if they have shells or not, if they have legs or how many, if they have wings and what type of wings, or if they have tails. Each different type of macroinvertebrate has a known tolerance to pollution levels in the water. You will assess how healthy the waterway is by collecting samples of macroinvertebrates from water that flows into Burpengary Creek and recording what you find. You'll be using a macroinvertebrate data sheet to record what you find and working out an environmental rating. If you find lots of pollution-tolerant bugs, your waterway may be in poor condition. But if you find lots of pollution-sensitive bugs, then it's likely that your waterway is in good condition. We will be using scoop nets to collect samples of macroinvertebrates and then placing them into containers to identify them, using magnifying glasses, tweezers, and an identification chart.